Hello, SL. I'm not going to put your name on. Right, I'm going to do your archetype and your year progression reading. I want you to keep hold of these numbers, these card names, and I want you to do your homework on them, as always. Do your own research, find out more about how these cards affect your life. You have one card for your life archetype, and you have is it one card you've got? No, you've got two cards for your year, for the year from 2020 birthday to 2021 birthday. Those change every year, but what I want you to do is when you've got this information, I want you to write it down in your journal, keep the information, keep the link to the video, and basically look into it deeper for yourself, because that's the only way really that you're going to understand which direction your life is going in and what the energies are in your own life. Okay, and not only by understanding can we heal the past hurts and also move forward and progress to thriving, okay, instead of just surviving. So for your reading, what we've got here is, if I've got them in the right order, strength. Okay, so you have the strength card. This is, let's see, this is your life. I hope you can see that the light is fading. I think I'll just put the big light on. Just bear with me one sec. I will just put the big light on because the light is fading and I don't think that picture was very clear at all. Okay, so you have strength. That is your life archetype, okay? And the affirmation for you to remember your whole life, when things get tough, when the going gets tough, this is the affirmation for you to remember. I use empathy over force to navigate conflict. So basically, your life journey is about always learning from every conflict, from every difficulty, to navigate through it by using empathy. It's a gentle force. It's not might is right force. It's a gentle force, not forcing. It's just knowing inside that you have that strength, that you are blessed with that strength. And really what you want to do is focus and direct your life to travel along and achieve the positive aspects of this archetype and heal the shadow aspects, any shadow aspects that are present. Now, the positives of this archetype are that you have the inner strength, you have patience, you have an innate ability to handle conflict and difficulties with kindness, with grace, with empathy, and with ease if you use that gift, okay? If you develop and use that gift at all times. Now, the shadow side of this is to fall into lack of strength, to start fretting about things, to feel weak about things, like you haven't got the strength to deal with it. But also you can become overbearing in the shadow of this. when this goes into shadow, and then the ego will come up and start making demands and putting you down, and the ego, that little voice that runs round your head with all this criticism and everything, that will then get full blast and really pull you down. And you need to be able to always remember the affirmation, or make up new affirmations based on the positive aspects of this card, which I hope you will research for yourself and really take that energy, that archetype on board, and how to heal the shadow side of this archetype. It's life that gives us the shadow. We're born with the strengths of the archetype that we chose before we came here. We are born with that. But life gives us shadows. It gives us fears. It gives us programming that tell us the opposite of what this is, of what our archetype is. Okay. Now I've got some more cards to show you based on, as always, based on this one. So that is the easy one. She's nurturing that inner strength. She knows it's coming from within. She doesn't have to force anything. She doesn't have to go over the top. She doesn't have to worry. She just knows. She just knows that she's got that strength. Okay, I'm going to show you some more cards. Again, this one. She has the lamb. She is the lamb and the lion. She has the inner gentleness of the strength card, and she has the confidence of the lion. Okay, but that lion can run wild in the shadow aspects of this card, of this archetype. It can run wild and bring all sorts of trouble, but it can be loved into gentle strength. All those shadow aspects can be loved into becoming the gentle strength where force is never ever needed. Okay, so that's that one. Show you another one. I'm not going to go through all of them, but just so that you can see the different images in different decks of the cards. That I'm just chosen a few because it will help you to know which cards speak to you more, I reckon. But Google extra images if you've not got your decks. Google extra images and check out other images, how other images describe it. This one, for instance, it doesn't even show the lion, but he's got the red and the physical strength inside himself, the endurance to just keep going. Okay, and that's basically what you've got, is the endurance for a whole lifetime to keep going. But you have to build up the positive side by healing the shadow side. Now, the actions of this card, as listed, are to basically confront bigotry. Bigotry is something you don't like anyway, and basically have the confidence to confront it where you see it. Don't get use your inner strength, your gentle strength, to deal with bigots in a gentle way, because force and might is right just won't work with that type of person. It feeds that type of person, a bigot. Force will feed it, fighting back will feed it. So use your inner strength. It's gentle, it's graceful, and it's confident. It's got the confidence of Leo behind it. Okay, So your journey is about standing up to bullies. It's about supporting yourself gently, standing up in your power, but it's also about you have the drive to support others that are unable to currently support themselves, and because you know how to do that. But the opposite of that, the thing to remember with that, is don't give all of yourself to supporting someone else. You need to also support yourself. Over supporting is leaning on the shadow side, but not supporting yourself because you're giving everything you've got to somebody else, to others, is also shadow. You need to put yourself up there at the top, at the front. You can only support someone else when you're full of your own strength, your own inner being, okay? You need your own strength and endurance to be able to have enough to support everyone else, okay? Now, your current year, from your birthday in 2020 to your birthday in 2021, gives you two cards this time, two cards for this one. It gives you the 21. Sorry, no, that's the year I'm heading to. It gives you the 11, which is justice, and the 2, which is the magician. And they, this year, will work together to help you get through this year. Now, justice shows you the balance. This is a year of reaping in, pulling in the karmic, harvesting the karmic gifts that you've been working on for this lifetime, okay? And this year gives you the chance to pull in that harvest. And you've been dealing with this whole year, and when this year ends in 2021, so will this dealing with karma, okay? But this year has been all about balancing the checkbook, if you like, balancing the bank account, if you like, not literally the bank account, but your karmic bank account, all right? It's about getting that balance, getting those past karmic things healed and out of the way, okay? So with the Justice card, examine all the choices that come up in your life this year. Very, very carefully read all the small print, get all the dots and T's crossed. Have patience, which is supportive, very much supportive of the inner strength. But have the patience to be responsible and take responsible actions, okay? So I'm going to, that wasn't a good idea. I'm going to pop that down there and show you some of the cards. This is another deck. There's not actually any people on this Justice card. It just shows you the I think it's an orb and a sword, the crossed, and it just shows you the scale of balance, okay? So it shows you the sword to cut through illusion, and it shows you the scale to bring balance, okay? Cut through unfairness, bring balance in, okay? I'm not sure if that's an orb or if that is a wand, but never mind. You can still check all the ones out for your homework and get it done. Get it all understood fully. This is another card of justice, another depiction of it. It has its bright, fair side, and it can be unfair. What we're working to is to heal the shadow side so that it brings everything that's positive out so that you can fully reach your potential. That's the whole point of shadow work. It's to heal the shadow aspects and to really bring out all your full potential. And the other card you can see is this one. I'll show you on this, is this one. This is another version of Justice. She's done a long, hard day, but look how happy she is. Her feet are killing her, but look how happy she is. She's celebrating what she's doing because she knows she's doing it in honesty, in integrity. She knows she's bringing out the best in herself, and that basically is what's happening this year for you. Okay, now the other card you got, and again I'm going to show you the extra cards that I've got for it, is the Magician. Okay, it's the Magician. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. The light is going fast, but it's the Magician. And this, the affirmation for this is, I am a powerful being. Okay, because with the Magician, you can create the exact thing that you want from this material world. Okay, you can do that, and you can keep on improving things. Okay, now with the Magician, you need to really embrace your own power. Okay, you've got a lot of power this year, and you need to embrace it. There can be a lot of things that you've not wanted to face this year, that you've not really wanted to deal with this year, that's left you feeling out of power, confused, not knowing exactly what you want. But the Magician is there. Okay, do the research on the Magician, what the Magician offers you. Okay, and I will show you now the other cards that I've got, just so you can see what some of the other expressions are, what some of the other designs are that express the power of the Magician and the energy of the Magician. Okay, I'm not going to talk about all of them because I don't want to make this too long, because I need it to save and share. Okay, these are all the Magician cards, the ones that I've chosen from my mega collection of decks, but they show different aspects, not different aspects, but different ideas about the Magician and how to work. Some cards are much easier to work with than others, and your homework for doing this research is not only to learn more about your cards, but also to discover which decks you prefer, which decks actually speak to you, what you feel like about each deck. Because when you get a deck, you want it to work with you and for you, so that you can learn it easily and it speaks to you. Okay, now you really want to get this sorted this year. I mean, all this karmic stuff is to be beaten off. This Magician, if you see, is basically creating his life to the beat of his own drum, what he wants, what he loves and would love to be in his life. And basically, that's the Magician. That's what you need to go off. You need to live life this year according to the beat of your own drum. Okay, now next year for you, you're going to enjoy. Okay, this is a deep work this year that you've been doing. Your experiences have been pointing you in that direction of healing. Everybody's will, but it's good to know what you're working with. It's good to know what's coming up, isn't it? So, it's do your homework time, and get your journal, write this in your journal, leave space for you to check out other decks and see and add to that journal entry what else comes up. Okay, you will, this one you'll be working with your whole life. So always remember the strength card. Always remember the strength card. Write your own positive affirmations from all the positive keywords. Well, from whatever positive keywords you want to focus on, use them to write your own life affirmations for the strength card. And you can do that for each year card if you want to, but you need to remember that the affirmations for that. But these affirmations will change every year because these cards, the year cards, will change every year. Like I say, next year, you've got a rather nice year coming up, but I'm not going to go into that yet because you don't need it just yet. You need to focus on this one, all right? Good luck, girl. Love you loads. Get to it. Get that homework done, okay? It's fun to do it. It's fun to learn about who you actually are and what's actually inside. And that's where we come in. That's where I'm coming from. And that's what this group is for. Okay? Love and blessings. Catch you later.